Hello everybody, this is Yakes87 and welcome to Raid Night. It's Raid Night, it's Raid Night. We're raiding on Zanger Marsh, Hell Scream, woo! We're doing some Uldir, we're doing some Uldir. I can't wait, it's gonna be so great, yeah! That is going to be the new theme song for the X87 channel. I hope you guys enjoy it. You probably will not see that. Actually, you will. I will guarantee it. Will guarantee that everybody will get to see that at some point or another. Let's just see what happens. On my way to the raid, I'm gonna stop and get some rares. Roko the Unbound. Oh. I'm currently tracking. Nazmir is the last zone I need for the kill all the rares. I've been working on that the past like 2 weeks. Got my own little map. So, yeah.
Can you help me set up my portal, Kissy?
Kill this dude on the way to raid. A couple of them on the way to raid here. I'm going a different route just to see if it's a little nicer. So far, it doesn't seem like it. I mean, I don't know if there's really a good way to get to this raid or not. Every way trying to get to this raid just kind of sucks, which is unfortunate. Usually there's like a nice road or like a path you can take. Oh, another rare. Oh, another rare. Oh, that's gonna be a mess. I'm gonna die. That one's gonna be a mess. I will just not deal with those guys right now. Yeah, okay, I should have just fucking jumped. I was hesitating, and it bit me in the ass. Thank you for my Loa Bonsandi for keeping me company. Thank you, Bonsandi. I appreciate it.
Oh look, a Matt's online tonight.
Already there, but I'll take this summon anyways.
Ah, fuck. God damn it. I died again.
Oh, I thought we were deeper in. I could have just walked in. Oh well.
Where am I again? I don't even know.
Now, those are lines you don't really want to walk in to be here, right?
What giant naked armored turkey?
The pterosaur you get from Zandalar Rep. The thing's huge.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Having it's the cobalt something.
Yeah.
Cobalt Paradox.
The P is silent.
Okay, Cobalt Pterodax. I still need the MOP one from Thrones of Thunder.
Did you guys get Talek down on Wednesday?
See. We did like all the way up to Mythrax. And we did Talek.
Okay, yeah, I was here. I had to duck out because it was getting late and I was falling asleep at the chair. Oh, we got a very special drink tonight. Well, not just... not... Okay, it's not like a special drink, but it's to kick off a weekend with probably a lot of drinking.
Always nice when you can actually find a cloak that fits your outfit, Fire?
My birthday's on Sunday, so cheers.
When you can find a cloak that actually fits your outfit.
It's Bacardi and Pepsi tonight, so that's what we're drinking. So, cheers to my birthday.
Usually, in my case,
on
it
the
wasn't.
Stream, we're raiding,
totally
and it's going to be awesome. I got my carrot shirt on.
And there's a longer version.
This is going to be a great raid, and I can't wait for it. We're going to kill some bosses. We're going to get some fat loot.
There's a double one of it where it splits in half and even look even
Happy birthday to me! Here's to some good loot,
because, like,
some good fights.
At the beginning of Legion,
Let's do this.
Black spots at my neck weren't there. They bugged out and they haven't fixed them yet. Where it holds my cape on.
If somebody can invite me, I went AFK.
This is also AFK if she can't. I don't know, I like this set. Although I'm wearing a wand and I can't transmog into my artifact weapon, it's pissing me off.
Really?
I can't. Yeah, you can't transmog a freaking sword from a wand.
But it's the Legion artifact. You should be able to transmog anything into those.
Nope. Only staffs and swords and daggers.
Weird.
And I'm pissed because my artifact weapon matches everything about this set piece I put together. It matches the belt, and the floating head matches my eyes. It has the same color eyes as me.
Does anybody know why the Scarecrow got promoted?
Because he was outstanding in his field.
Okay, that's an oldie. Just wanted to see if you guys were on top of your toe and listening to my jokes. Okay.
No one listens to you, Myro, ever.
Where do skunks go to pray?
Where do skunks go to pray?
Your bathroom, because it's unholy.
A pew.
Sure, don't give me a chance to say it.
The pew.
Okay. What did the doe say coming out of the woods?
Hi-ho.
Boy, I'll never do that again for $2.
I hate you, Myron.
Okay, that one was kind of funny, actually.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, just so everyone knows, it's still freezing in New Hampshire now that the sun's gone down.
It's pretty cold in Ohio.
It's a sauna in
I'm a hush.
Central Texas.
Yeah, Texas has it really bad right now.
I've got snow.
I love that.
Well, you can keep that shit right where it is.
I haven't seen that in an eon.
I feel like the snow here just went away like 2 months ago.
Who said they got snow?
Snow.
Kind.
Oh, Canada. Right? Canada? I think that's Canada.
For our ancestors.
Oh, by the way, Kiss, I'm ready to come out. Darn it, you invited me faster than I could look you.
Did you say lick?
Yes, I lick everybody.
See, I only lick people who don't notice me.
You're a rogue.
I used to do it on Helm all the time. Someone would be parked at a flight point or wherever I'd land. It'd be like, oh, there's a gully. Lick. Drive by licking.
So, the new little kitten is super cute. She's got like bat ears.
Check out the witch's dance.
Yeah, it's the model from the Bird People.
But that's how you dance, though.
Makes sense.
Well,
They
like-
have about the same body type.
They modeled that after you, Myra.
Riddled with osteoporosis?
Yes. It's the white man dance.
I poked Myra with a needle. It turned out he was a witch.
Kill it with fire.
Hey. We have
I'll
a
kill you.
scientific, we have a
Kill you, Kim, with
scientific
fire.
method to determine this. I need a duck and a large set of scales.
Bro man, dude, Myro.
You-
I'm a fucking mage. I'll throw fire and ice right at your fucking face. You wanna go?
I'm a rogue. I'll just pee on you.
You're disgusting. My new kitty is so cute.
Oh, remember all those days with the noodle carts?
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Where's Darth been?
He's on vacation in Vegas.
Yeah, he's in Vegas in the Grand Canyon.
Who?
Getting
Yes.
drunk and giving up a kidney.
He's with a chick he met like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Shotgun wedding.
Gonna
Who
say,
were
is
you
he gonna
talking
meet an Elvis impersonator?
Who are we talking about?
Darth.
Darth.
He's at the Grand Canyon?
Yeah.
You know what's sad?
That's like 4 hours away.
Yeah.
No,
You should fucking come visit me.
I sent you and Yak a message after he told me he was at Grand Canyon.
Where'd you send the
He sent me a message and said I can't get Darth and Kiss online, so tell them that I'm in their hood.
Yeah. But yeah, the whole
We
time
know
I was in Arizona, I never went to the Grand Canyon.
Why are you summoning me? I'm standing right next to you.
Misclick.
Don't let her fool you. She did that on purpose.
Can anyone drop a mailbox?
I got a portable gnome. Well, that can work too.
Thank you.
Mailbox.
Thank you for the summons. Sorry, I'm running a bit late.
See, now I got Carrot trying to summon me. Here, let me summon him.
It's the only way I can do it, Ophi. I don't have the magic life pole that you have.
Ophi snorted.
Hey, that's me. You don't take that away from me.
Does anyone need mastery food?
No, I need pastry.
Does anyone else not see Ode and Guild? My shit just fucked up.
Is she set to invisible? Because you won't see her.
Invisible on the launcher, you won't see her.
Oh,
I do that shit all the time.
I didn't even know.
Being a
No,
creeper.
I see her.
What's wrong?
If you set yourself to invisible on the launcher, you don't show up in the guild roster when you come online. And no one will know you're online until you get a fucking achievement, and then you're out of like ocean.
Oh, I didn't think that affected the Guild either.
Yeah, it's weird. I didn't even realize it.
Was it one of your kids?
Probably that, or I was trying to log out and accidentally click something. Most likely it was my 3-year-old. She was sitting at my computer yesterday.
It's supposed to be just communities and friends lists, but it works on the guild roster now too, apparently.
Yeah, I leave mine on invisible, so...
I'm seeing Ode on the guild list right now.
Yeah, she just logged.
She just put herself as online.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
I saw her before that though.
John, you're still showing his tank for me?
Yeah.
Oh my god, orc dancing is just freaking disgusting.
Male or female?
Female.
Look at them hit move, they don't lie.
Turkin.
I was
Alright,
not
so we can
paying
back-
attention.
I'm gonna hit ready check, and then we're gonna do the trash.
Oh my god, look at your face while you're dancing too. It makes it that much creepier.
No, I'd rather not, thanks.
Alright, someone hit the button. Someone hit the button, thank you.
I'll be right back. My dog is barking. I'm not entirely too sure why, and I have to make sure everything's okay.
My dog doesn't bark, he just sneaks around and does random shit.
Oh god, I thought I was in my DPS spec again. I'm not.
Did anyone else notice if you summon your pet in combat, it automatically uses growl even if it's disabled? Just like immediately.
Sounds like a hunter thing to me.
You know how many times a warrior dies during a battle?
Because they suck.
We have a warrior?
Oh.
Them's fighting words.
He's barking at the kitten because she won't play with him.
I'm just kidding, Cindy.
No, see, you're not. I'm a psych major.
I can feel her twitching over here.
That's it. No more snorting from that warrior anymore.
I mean, snorting cocaine is bad for you, so you shouldn't do that.
He's right, you know.
I'm waiting for somebody to say, speak for yourself.
I don't know what's going on. Let's go back.
Cindy just admitted she snorts cocaine.
Okay, so you guys want to hear something funny that happened today? So I have my class and we are walking down the hallway and, well,
And you tripped them all.
For those of you that don't know, I'm a teacher. So I'm walking down the hall with my class and I hear this noise that's coming from this one child, this one boy. And I was like, do you have rocks in your pocket? He goes, no. I was like, so what do you have in your pocket? He goes, my package. I was like, what do you have in your pocket? He goes,
So in the back of the
package. And I
In
was
the
like,
back of the raid, there's a feast in a cauldron.
so I'm thinking to myself, well, if it's his package, it shouldn't be making that much noise. So what do you have in your pocket, really? And he goes, my packet, the package I got with my toys in it.
Where's the cauldron at?
Yeah, I don't see the cauldron.
Right in front of Jad. She's got the thong on her head.
By the Shadow Priest.
My tuna fish sandwich is falling apart. I'm really upset about this.
Ew, tuna.
Ew.
If you can tune a piano, you can tune a fish.
Tuna puts hair in your chest.
Can't
Some
eat soup,
warm
seafood, I
tuna.
don't want to die.
Oh, did you hear the one about the seal walked into a club?
Really, Myro, seal clubbing jokes is not funny.
Fuck off,
Yeah,
Myra.
Beefy gets the DKs. I'm gonna take BRB's mages.
That's fine. I don't want Mason anyway.
Wait, I get to be in Kiss's group again? Oh my god, yay.
Kissing the mages.
Oh wait, does that count me?
Yes,
Last time it didn't count me. Okay.
it counts you. Hey, Maddie.
What?
You have a viable off-spec?
Not an off-spec. I have a Death Knight.
Not for Heroic Mother.
Yeah, my Death Knight's like 348.
Do any of our healers have a viable DPS off-spec?
Negatory.
I can do Boomkin.
Okay, then.
Boom chicken, boom chicken, boom chicken, woo!
Sweet, we have a silence, a mega silence.
Fire the laser beam.
No, we had an overabundance of healers, is what I was saying. For the size of the group.
Never have enough healers. What are you talking about?
I need to step out for a minute. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Do I need to step out of the raid to do that, or...?
Just step outside the front door.
Okay.
Oh no, no Beefy in the DKs.
Front door of the
Yeah.
dungeon? Or the...
Yeah. Like, just step outside the raid.
I'd
I'll
post
be
a
back in a
video.
couple of minutes.
Sorry. I'd post a video of my kitten on Facebook, but every time I try to open it on my phone, it crashes.
Your phone crashes when you try to upload a video?
No, the stupid app.
Oh.
Stupid Facebook does. Also, hi Matt. It's nice to know
I
you're not
need to
dead.
know what your name is. Like, what your real name is on Facebook. And I will approve you.
I am dead, Kim.
If you want to whisper me.
I even tried tagging Beefy in there.
Shut up.
Did you uninstall Facebook and reinstall it?
It still crashes, so I don't know. I got my phone, so.
Oh my god, that awful dancing again. Who did that to me?
I'm going to guess Krauser.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna ready check. And Yak's gonna do his thing. I'm gonna turn down so the ready check isn't so loud. Yep, so group 1 is Jad and Erosi. Group 2 is Kissy and the Mages. Group 3 is Beefy, Crasser, and I'm not sure who else. Because we don't have multiple DKs yet, while Jandry's gone. Who wants to be an honorary DK?
I'll go, but I'm a healer. I have one stun.
Nope, we need a DPS.
Jack pointed an arrow at himself.
Okay, so group 3 will be Beefy, Crasser, and Yak. And then after that, we'll call it. We are in heroic people, so mind your P's and Q's. And everybody was ready, so we are on tanks.
Hey, hey, hey,
4,
hey,
3,
hey,
2, 1. Element strain detected. Neutralized with extreme prejudice.
Hey, Rusty, let's go.
Dissection protocol initiated. 2, 1. Bacterial resistance to extreme danger.
After the wind tunnel. Whoa.
Oh. Reset it, quick.
Reset it, quick.
I need to have her on me before I can reset it.
So that works.
We do.
That's 2 OP, man.
Make sure you're misdirecting to beta.
I was taunting on cooldown, and she's still going after Jet. What the hell is going on?
I have no idea.
This time, I'm not going to hit her at all.
That might help. I've noticed that paladins are very easy to get threat on. Like it's like I tanked something on my paladin, and I had no problem with threat on anything.
Not me.
Did they give you Righteous Fury back?
I don't know, but I tanked something on my warrior the other day, and I was thinking about paladins, and I couldn't lose threat.
Yeah, but level 20 dungeons don't count there, yeah.
Hey, I'm level 27, and I'm drinking milk, so one day...
You're gonna get big and strong.
I'm gonna have a long, luxurious grandpa beard that holds all the threat.
Like, Odin is such an aggro whore.
God damn it. Hold 1 second.
Someday you'll upgrade from ice cold milk to melon juice.
She's on the Facebook page now, Heather.
I have a food buff. I'm just nogging right now.
Okay, Rusty, with me.
After the wind, it's kissing the mages.
Cast got off.
Now that's interesting. She had almost as much threat as I did, but she had not hit the boss at all. Do you guys know if going through the current or something gives you threat?
Have you ever been on Jad's bad side?
Not that I'm aware of.
I would think it actually have more of a chance of dropping threat than going.
I mean, I'm literally sitting, I turned on my threat meter part of SCADA, and she went through and jumped up to 80% of my threat. Despite apparently not having hit the boss at all.
I wonder if the ads give you threat to the boss.
Why?
A bug.
I do know I did turn on tricks, so that probably did help keep you having it. Since my opening burst keeps me in the top 5.
What the hell is going on right
actually
now?
good again.
And normally I don't need any help with threat. I hold threat pretty well, but
Did you change something in your talents?
nope.
Try growling and vent. In Discord when you polar, see what happens.
You know what Opie wants.
Scrap bot up if anybody needs repairs.
Grr.
Rosie's having some latency issues, so Krauser, we're going to send you over with Jed. And then
Alright.
Rosie will go with Beefy on group 3.
Here you go. Start growling.
Alright, first group's going.
After the wind, kissing the mages. Beefy, Rosie, and Yak.
Alright, can I get Myro, Helen, and Cindy? After the wind, it's going to be BRB and the Hunters.
But you're a hunter.
I'm not on a
He's
death.
already over here.
I'm a Death Knight Hunter.
Come on over.
All 3 of us? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, if I can get both the Warlocks over here, please. And Miss B, come on over. Zoom, 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 zoom. Alright, last people, get over here, quick.
Whoever's with me.
Oh, I was just going for it.
Mind the gap, everybody.
After the wind, Kissy and the mages.
Safety zones fast. Group 3.
Casca.
What's going on?
I am able to come back.
Awesome.
Very dying all the time. I'm dying. I'm dying. Oh gosh.
Did you see DC?
Place on the last poll, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's DC.
Yeah, he said his latency shut up, so we'll give him just a second. Jandra, you'll be with Beefy and Yak, because Grouser's going with Jad at the beginning.
Okay.
Because Orosi's having latency issues and we don't have an Earth. So we're having to switch things up a little bit.
No problem.
We finished DCing, so we'll give him a second to hopefully he gets back on. Myra, do you have his number to text him, or?
Let me check 1 moment.
It gives me time to get the sleepy kitten off my lap.
No, we're not taking a break. We're just waiting to see if Rosie's going to get back on. Because either our number up there will drop to 22 or he'll get back on. But I know he really wants to be here because I think a Warglaive drops here.
Okay, pick.
Ooh, it's a sexy Warglaive.
That thing is weird looking.
There he is.
Yep, everybody wants to down Feta Devour Kim because, yes, that staff drops and everybody else would get it, so that'd be amazing.
I know. It would be everybody but me. I'd be like, yay! That's what I want.
Because if everybody else gets it, next time we down them, and everybody else gets it, they can give you one.
Unless I get Titan Forge, in which case I'm fucked.
Alrighty, let's do a serenity check.
That floats like a light, like you stick in the ground, it lights the way.
How's your latency, Rosie?
.104.
Ooh, nice.
That's what it was before. It went to 3,500.
That's a very rare occurrence, guys. We're getting to hear a Rosie.
Right.
Alrighty, so group 1 is still Krauser and Jad. Group 2
Oh,
is
God.
Mages. Go. Reset it. But we killed Myro.
Yay! Fuck you, Myro.
Wow. You always manage to do that.
Yay.
See, now we can beat her. We've made the appropriate sacrifice.
Yes.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking.
So, as I was saying, Group 1 is Jad and Krauser. Group 2 is Kiss and the Mages. Group 3, Beefy, Jandry, and Yak. And Urosi, till we see where your latency is at, we'll have you in a later group.
Woo!
He'll call it.
Did you see that coming?
I heard a noise.
Oh.
And then you came in and yelled boo.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
we are on things.
I got some tea for you.
Tea.
Some tea.
Oh boy.
Some
Well-
herbal tea.
Well, unless you want your tea to be broadcast over the entire internet, then you should tell me after raid.
Okay, Kazi, you're with me.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's 2 people watching, but there could be an endless number of people that watch it
After the
after.
wind, it's Kiss and
One
the
of the
Mages.
people that are watching are you know.
I mean, yeah. Is your friend here?
No idea.
Oh, they're coming later?
Soon.
Oh, cool. Want to try something delicious?
What is it?
Take a sip.
Is it spiked?
Yes. It's very strong.
Yep.
Nope.
And then Beefy and the Death Murgles.
Bacardi. Bacardi and Pepsi.
I see you. That's different.
That's what they give you when you order a rum and coke at the bar. Except they do Coke and not Pepsi.
After the wind, it's Cindy and the Rogues.
Come on over.
According to the text in the message that was sent to me
Yeah.
by Nate, I think she will be here in 5 minutes.
Okay.
But I don't know how accurate it is.
Okay.
And next, it's going to be B and the Hunters going over.
You're cute.
No.
You just say me?
I'm sick,
Yes, ma'am.
but I'm cute. No? Thanks, bye-bye.
Hey, babe.
Hi.
What is orange and sounds
All right, if I can get a Rosie, Ode, and Matt.
2000 Snooky.
A carrot.
Wow.
And then after that, I'm going to need BRB and the Warlocks.
What?
I thought you made noises.
Yeah,
No, it sounds like the word.
Before the
Carrot
wind.
and carrot.
And then after the wind, the last three of you should come on over.
Ah. Don't do that. All over my arm now.
That's good. What you want?
No, that is not what I wanted.
Alright, so... Shit. Wages.
Chandler up, Chandler up.
Yep, lost Chandler.
Yeah, I think I could pick. Yeah, I got him.
If the fire's not up, you can do it through the wall.
Gilead?
I just wanted your broadcasters. Broadcasters?
Krauser?
What is it called when they watch?
Viewers.
Broad viewers.
Mind the gap.
No, not broad viewers, just viewers.
Broad viewers. Yes.
Technically, it's not a broadcast, it's just a live stream.
You're a live stream.
That's what I'm doing right now. Live stream of the raid.
Cast off.
This is the last raid before my birthday.
Oh, wow.
That was my bad.
Alright, so everybody can stand in death laser beams.
That's so unfortunate.
Good job, Carrots.
You're welcome.
Made sense. Thank you.
No, they're like, everybody go stand.
I know there were two of you over there, but I saw the big
and I
torrent
went
go
to the wall and
through back and forth.
and just killed the raid. And they're like, good job, Carrots.
Good job, guys.
Yes. I forgot that B has not seen this on Heroic. They alternate coming from the side of the room to coming up and down. The little gold swirls you have to go stand in, and then you're safe when it comes down from the roof.
Yeah, I'll try and pay closer attention. I remembered seeing it after I heard it quickly, but I was halfway across the room, so I was like, oh crap.
Oh.
No problem.
I don't know.
It's rhetorical, Joe.
Oh, okay.
Typically, after the first set of beams, there's a wind tunnel, and then right after that is the ones from the roof, and it's usually closest to. It was the one closest to the fire, right?
It's random.
It's random. Where the fire is doesn't have anything to do with it.
Okay. Well, so far it's always been on that one side. Weird. No, Janet. It's 10 a.m.
Let me show the stream.
Yep, just always remember, when it's random, it's random.
I was just showed
You can
this
flip a
really
coin 20
funny
times, and if
thing.
it gets heads every time,
So,
it's
here.
still 50-50. You're going to get tails the next one. So
Is it focusing?
don't get complacent. It's always best when
I just read it.
the ceiling to floor lasers are due.
Okay, yeah,
it's
that's really funny.
ideal to be in the center of the room, so you have less travel time to either safe spot. Just like when the lasers are due to come from the sidewall, it's best to be in the center of the room because it's less travel time to find the gap.
Bitch lasagna.
Look at this.
Oh my god, Ode, how do you have an armored bootkin?
I don't have a what?
Is that relatable for you, Mr. Joe?
You were an armored moonkin for a moment.
Yeah, briefly you had armor on.
Call you
That's
Mr.
weird.
Joe after that.
Oh, that's weird. I have no idea.
I
Please
think
don't.
the big 3-minute cooldown gives you armor, but I don't know why you guys would see that while she's not using it.
Beta for Azeroth.
Go again.
Oh, okay.
The hell, I stunned him and he still cast it off.
I know, something's weird.
Kissing the mages.
I already went because I saw what yours was.
Oh no. That's so unfortunate.
I can't look right now. I am doing boss fights.
You are the boss. What was that?
Okay, what is?
So unfortunate.
Me.
Oh no. Oh no, that's so mean. That's bad.
Oh jeez.
Oh jeez.
Hey, what did the snowman say to the other snowman?
Yeah, it seems like it's being a little glitchy today.
Hi, other snowman.
Yeah, because I used
Does it smell
my
like
5-second
carrots to
stun
you?
when it's cast for like half, and then as soon as I stunned it just automatically went off.
I just lost 10 brain cells.
Yeah, and there's something up when the runes are up. It's really hard for me to get that the shield off for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
Because of that joke.
That is a good joke.
That was a bad one. That was a very,
I mean, my
very,
freeze
very
works.
bad one, Joe. Did you just like go on a joke website
Do you want us to
earlier
send
and type in
January
carrots or
through with
something?
you?
I
And
did, yeah.
that?
Did you really?
Maybe that'll help.
I was looking up carrot jokes.
We can try it, sure.
Oh my god, why did I know that you
So it'll be
did
Jad
that?
in the D case.
Because I'm carrots.
Oh my god.
I like telling carrot jokes.
Yep, right away. As soon as Jad says go,
You're too much.
go.
You're too much.
It's essentially as soon as the fire disappears from the
You
second
are
room,
too much.
I wouldn't even bother hitting the boss. It
No.
runs straight for the other door.
You are so much.
Just don't go through until the fire disappears.
I mean, when you've had enough of this drink, I mean,
How much have you had?
I think she needs some chocolate.
I've been sipping on this for like an hour now,
Oh.
and I had a drink before this.
Like what kind of health spike?
Stop saying spiked. It makes it sound like there's something bad in here. It's a mixed drink. Just say mixed drink. Would you do spike the fruit punch?
What was that? What was that?
No, I mixed a drink. I didn't spike my drink.
I'm watching how that played in that preview there.
Okay.
Still giving this the first. Really Yeah.
Did that help y'all kill him faster, what I did?
Yes.
All right, say. The next one's going to be Beefy and the Rogues.
Now?
Sure.
Now, yeah.
Oh no.
Next one's going to, after the wind, it's going to be Cindy and Arosi and Maddie. Once everybody's back up to full health, it's go hunters. Okay, after the wind, it's going to be Ode and the warlocks.
You're pretty.
You are.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
All right, Miss B, it's you and me, and Nai. After the wind, it's the last three of you. Center of the room, mind the gap.
In a second. Okay, we go. Otherwise, the wind tunnel prevents us from taking down the first three.
After
Ceiling to floor.
After the ceiling to floor, Kissy and the mages.
Crossover in 2. Now.
Mind the gap. Ode, I need you and BRB to go. Go. Quick, if you can.
I noticed their cast bar was almost instant that time.
Since she seems to be glitchy, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to keep doing this, or do you want to go work at Mythrax?
You died?
On normal.
Yeah, Mythrax.
Boss fight
Alright,
looks like
everybody
it's
go
bugged or
exit the
something.
instance.
We're switching to something else. The boss is like bugging out and like instant casting and wiping us when it's not supposed to do that. Some crazy bullshit. So much for my early birthday stream.
I need a quick second. I hear my teenager yelling at Fortnite, my toddler screaming at tablet.
Fun.
Yeah.
No, he is sad. Don't
How'd you
be
like that,
sad.
Jack? I gave you a speed boost and stopped you in your tracks.
Pretty.
You know, this is an argument for neural silencers. I'm just saying.
Pretty.
Ah,
Pretty.
those evil little things.
I'm not old.
Pretty.
See, the thing that I don't get is, how can be a neural silencer? That implies that I have a brain.
You're
The
playing a
bosses you
troll,
have.
but you're undead.
I'm tired.
If you have exited the instance, you are good to come in.
It was cute. Hey Joe. I know this is probably by a long shot, and that I probably already know the answer, but I'm starting to feel pretty good
And we'll
right
do our
now.
break a few minutes early while people are going in and
This is
out
not
and
bad.
taking care of kids
So-
and everything. So we'll do our usual break a little
Corey
bit.
asked if we could all hang out
Oh shit, it didn't work.
earlier
Oh,
as a group.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What would your answer be?
I'm doing this.
What would be at 11?
Maybe.
I guess you just
Should I ask
got
Jackie and Adam?
stomped on.
In it?
I don't know how long this is going to go, so I can't give a definitive answer on the time.
I was seeing if something
Well,
worked. Apparently, you
he's
can't
just saying
teleport out
he
of the hole.
wouldn't be ready until 11.
Oh no,
He works till 11.
Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff like, yeah, you can't reset the boss, you can't start down there, none of that
After I
shit.
get off, which is like similar time as, I don't know what that meant. I'll be home at like 11. That's what he said. So he'll be home at 11.
Okay.
Doesn't mean we have to be there at 11. Just means he's available after that time.
Maybe.
Okay.
We can talk about it when the raid is done.
Well, when is the raid gonna be done?
Like 11.
Well, I don't want to give him an answer that
Like,
way.
I have an easy solution for how to defeat this boss. If you look up, there's this giant thing hanging right over that pit. So what we're going to do is we're going to put down some Mythrax snacks. And as soon as he goes to eat them, it goes, nom, 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 nom. We're going to drop that big-ass thing on him.
Just stand in front of the laser. That looks like it's holding it up.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, okay.
I feel like those lasers would kill us.
Yeah.
Mythrax snacks, you
I don't
mean
know.
Myra, right?
Nom, 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 nom.
And we just need to jam enough bodies in front of those lasers to block them.
I could tell him some jokes. He'll die laughing.
I vote for another joke.
I know.
Is that a pun after the other guild?
Kinda, yeah.
The only joke I've ever heard from Die laughing that actually made me laugh is them trying to recruit me.
They try to recruit me like a lot. I get spammed from random people.
Oh, hang on. Don't get me wrong. Die Laughing is a wonderfully accomplished guild. Like they've got like 2 bosses down on Mythic. It's it's very impressive.
Everybody, I'm going to step away for just a minute. I'm going to.
They also regularly purge dudes from their guild if you've been inactive for more than a couple weeks. Like they have a very active
Hello, I have returned, and I made the drink a lot stronger than the last one, and oh my god, it's a doozy. Woo! Oh, that's a doozy. Oh, this is a doozy. Whew, man. I had some like actual just regular Pepsi. I can wash that down a little bit because oh my god, it's a good drink. Holy shit, it's a good drink. Okay.
B, you didn't say if you liked my transmog though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't look very good on my fat orc.
Your orc isn't fat.
I spilled on myself too, so that's embarrassing. I'm not gonna show you my spill.
I guess, Kim, you like stuffing your hole with sausage, huh?
Wonder how long that took him to come up with that.
Fuck off, Myron. Jesus Christ.
Did you hear her giggling to that?
I actually need to transmog my pants into a robe or something because I missed the shamans in their skirts.
I mean, there's transmog now. You can definitely transmog.
Alright, Yak, do your thing.
Break it down now.
Howdy, folk. So, here's the deal. When we drop down to the pit, as you may have noticed, the boss gets pulled, and he's an angry SOB. So we do take falling damage. We do kind of want to drop down from, like, the slightly lower. Yep, just right there. Slow fall, levitate, all that wonderful fun stuff right there. Yeehaw. Understand, though, that a tank still needs to be the first person to land in the vicinity because the tank needs the aggro and the threat. Otherwise, you will just get murdered. So, by the way, levitate does last longer than slow fall, so ha ha ha.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying. But it's better than leva fall. But so anyway, this is a 2-phase encounter. We get like a phase 1, phase 2, back to phase 1, back to phase 2, back to phase 1, and then it's over. So the way this encounter works, there's a mechanic that happens the entire fight, and it's kind of an important one because it will murder all of us if we don't manage it. So most of the time, you take damage, you get stacks. Stacks are bad. What the stacks do is they lower your life. So if you have 10 stacks, you got 10% less life. So too many stacks means you have itty bitty life and you get basically finger flicked by the boss and you die. Now, some of the time when you do take damage, those stacks cause you to poot out a little tiny green orb, and that green orb gets rid of stacks. It's great. Each orb you run over gets rid of 2 stacks. So let's say you take 10 stacks worth of damage, you got to run over 5 orbs to get all your life back. This is a losing proposition though, because you only drop an orb about 80% of the time. So eventually that is like the soften rage, and that will wipe the raid. So we need to avoid damage wherever avoidable, which is most of it. And secondly, Jad and Chandler are prioritized on running around and getting orbs, because if our tanks have less life, then they get one shot and we all get, hammered. So, try to avoid shit is definitely key. Second thing, and this is also fun, one of the mechanics down there causes the entire raid to need to be kind of sort of spread. All right? Like 5 yards is ideal, because then only one person can be affected at a time, which is great. But there's like 3 things we got to worry about in phase 1. First one, there's like 9 things. First one, unless you're Jad or Chandler, never be in front of the boss, like ever. That's just terrible. Like only one tank will be in front of the boss at a time. The other one will be running around and gathering orbs to get their stacks back. It's great. Then he'll run back, taunt the boss, and then Jad run around and get her shit. The boss will sit there and go, "Wah ha 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 ha! 2 people in the raid, I choose you, and you need to run to one side of the room and the other side of the room, opposite from each other." So let me drop the little marks down there. You know what? Fuck it. I'll drop the marks when we're down. But anyway, there's going to be a mark on one side of the room and a mark on the other side of the room. Run toward the nearest mark. You have a kind of a weak-ass dot. The dot shouldn't kill you. But you will detonate and you'll fuck everybody up within about 45 yards of you, so you got to run actually outside of range of healers. All right? So use a cookie, use a potion, use a cooldown, whatever you need to do, but get the fuck out of the group. Iskar? Iskar was definitely in front of the boss kind of thing.
Maybe we should go do Iskar.
No.
I am not going to answer that because you know my vote. Anyway, so first thing, if you get the debuff, run to the edge of the room so you don't kill your friends. Second thing, there's going to be little orbs that spawn. This is why we stay 5 yards apart. When an orb spawns, it spawns on a person, like where a person is. Yep, the Oblivion Sphere. When that thing gets spawned, it charms people. Okay. The longer that person is charmed, the more stacks they get. So that's kind of terrible. You can leap of faith nobody because they're charmed. But you can death grip them out. So Jandri and Krauser, I'm looking at you guys. If somebody's charmed, you can yoink them out. That's great. If you have a knockback, like if you are one of our shaman, you can use the little thunderstorm and knock them back. Ode, you can do the typhoon and knock them back. For the hunters, if you have bursting shot, you can knock them back. If you have a knockback, use it. Basically what I'm getting at. The other and the shittier alternative is a ranged person can just basically DPS them and they just go dink, 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 and they slowly get knocked out. It's not the ideal method. Okay? But you get them out from underneath the orb, and great, they're no longer charmed. Yay, and they're no longer getting stacks. That's pretty much phase 1. After he does the little orb thing, that's right, he does that third thing that would kill everybody and you'd all be mad. Okay, so the third thing is periodically he's also going to go, wah ha 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 ha, I'm going to turn toward the raid and do a giant beam of death. Move out of the giant beam of death. There's never a good time to stand in that. And then he goes back to pick 2 people in the raid, run to the sides, detonate, come back in, get healed. Oh, look, I summoned an orb, knocked the person up underneath it. Oh, look, giant beam of death. He's going to keep doing that shit. Just those 3 things. Boom, boom, boom. That's it. And once we get him down a third of the way, he goes, fuck, this system isn't working. I'm going to go into phase 2. He runs to the middle of the room. Don't be where he is. Like, he gives stacks and does a shitload of damage if you're where he is. It's terrible. But he's going to run to the middle of the room, and 2 big fucking ads are going to appear. And just like in phase 1, where we had to take, one to one side of the room, one to the other side of the room, those 2 big ads can't be on top of each other. So, like a tank and a healer are going to hold one big dude, and the other tank is going to drag their big ad in, and we're all just going to fuck murder that dude in the center of the group, and happy fun time. Also, there's going to be a bunch of little tiny ads that are spawned. Just kill them after the big ads are dead. Like, if you can cleave or multi-dot, go for it, but priority on the big dude. And it's important to note, while Mythrax is in the center doing his don't touch me thing, and then we have the 2 big ads active, don't be in front of the big ads. They're like diet Mythraxes, all right? If you're in front of them, you're going to get just fuck murdered. And also in phase 2, he's still going to do that giant don't be there beam. So as a group, we have to be very careful to avoid the giant fuck murder beam. It's like a fisty beam, but more fuck murdery. All right. And then phase 2 lasts a certain length of time. At the end of phase 2, we still have ads up. We got to kill them, and we have to go right back into. Don't be in front of the boss. Run to the sides of the room. Knock people out from under the orbs. Dodge the fuck murder beam. And if we keep doing that, he goes back into phase 2. We kill the big ads. We kill the little ads. We dodge the fuck murder beam. We go back to phase 1. We all get loot, and we all go home happy. Are there any questions?
Can I touch butts?
That is not a question. That's a way of life.
I wouldn't in this fight.
Oh, fire.
Hi.
Hey, Yak, did you want to stack all the raid on one mark so that when we get the small ads which mind flay everybody, AoE them and then clump?
For the most part, yes. When we go into phase 2, I'm gonna throw down marks when we get down there. It's just easier because trying to aim it right now is a pain in the ass with my camera. But so I'm gonna throw down basically 3 marks when we get down there, folks. One's on one side of the room, one's on the other side of the room. That's where you guys run when you get the detonation bomb in phase 1. On phase 2, you know, I said don't be where the boss is in his little dome in the middle of the room. Cool, but we're all gonna go stack on a mark toward the backish, and that's where we're gonna fuck murder that big ad. Okay, so we only got like 3 minutes or something left on, or 2 minutes left on levitates. So my advice, what I find works really fucking well, is everybody can see the boss and where he is right down there. If you actually walk down off this ledge toward the boss, you will be in a terrible position because you'll actually float toward the boss. What everybody should do is the tank should start where we all were, and all the DPS should come back around on this side, because that way when we fall down, we'll be opposite side from the boss. Yay!
Can Beta get a levitate?
Oh, I fell off the edge.
Bye, B.
Bye, B.
Well, yep, let us know how it turns out.
I got squashed. He literally just like kicked me, and that was it with his big giant toenail.
Quick, before he comes back.
Oh sure, so I have to jump in and die. You know,
I have slow fall, so I'll take care of my own kind of ascent if you guys don't mind. And blink.
Yes, we mind. Everybody get the levitate.
Who says when?
So, yes, I was going to say, when Jad and Chandler throw their timer up, don't jump off this fucking edge until that timer is pretty much up. One of them has to be down there before you touching down. That's really how that has to work. Otherwise, the boss can be out of position and fucking you in the face.
Oh, are we going?
Yeah. So, tanks, go. Everybody else, go.
That seems so anticlimactic with everybody levitating down.
I feel like Mary Poppins.
Oh, we're dead.
I'm gonna sing, I can't move.
So I was targeted with that while I was still in the air, and so I couldn't move away with it yet.
Yep.
Yep.
It's a learning process, isn't it fun? See that? Now you can see the little detonation orb. I believe that is a... Is that carrots? Yeah, you got the little detonation-y thing underneath you. That needs to be run to the side of the room. Then there's the dark little swirly orbs that nobody should be underneath. Because if you're underneath, you're charmed. You have to get DPS'd out. That's why we want to stay 5 yards apart. Then there's the giant fuck murder blast you don't want to get hit by. And now here he goes again with the 2 people. Move to the sides of the room.
Don't really. I'm gonna try something.
Oh, you're gonna try to mass res and
I'm gonna die
edge.
This.
Oh, you have to jump down every time?
You're gonna die instantly.
Oh, okay.
It's not instant. It's only like about 125k a second.
Only.
I mean, it's pretty instant. But yeah, you can't start down here.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, it was pretty instant.
But I hope you guys got to see a little bit more of how that... You can see that 2 people get the little swirls under their feet. They need to move out. Then there's the orb. That's why everybody wants to stay range 5.
So, those little baby green orbs, we're supposed to collect those.
Well,
If you have stacks.
Yeah. Each orb you
I
collect,
see.
each orb you collect gets rid of 2 stacks.
Okay.
No, Slowfall's not a bad idea. I just kind of fucked everybody by having everybody drop off from the same place. And I'm really glad Kiz didn't cue her mic so you could all hear me giggling maniacally. But, like, it's okay to levitate down there. You just all want to do it from a slightly different place. Some people can turn off their slow fall or their levitates or whatever, but we do need to be scattered when we get down there.
Shadow step for the win.
Shadow step is fucking amazing. For hunters, by the way, yeah, you can actually disengage right before you hit the ground.
And a mage can blink right before it hits the ground. And
can I use my glider to get down?
Nope.
Nope, only outside.
Raid.
I really enjoyed being able to shoot the boss while slow falling.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Really fun.
That was fun.
All right, so we're gonna be doing this for a little while. So
Can I point out, you should not touch the boss until everyone's actually on the ground.
Why not?
At least until a tank's on the ground.
That.
Because you cannot move if you're targeted by the orb if you are in the air.
The orb.
Yeah.
You get
The charm orb.
stuck. You get stuck in the orb. You have to be DPS'd out, don't you? Doesn't that make it irrelevant?
Like you're saying, you can't be moved out of it if you get it while you're still above the ground.
Okay.
the knockback does not work if you're midair. You can still be death gripped out of it. Suffice it to say, if we all get down on the ground soon enough, and we all have our little range 5 up and we're no longer stacked, it's less of an issue.
Is your mute taking a really long time to come back?
No. He's there.
I don't see him.
Oh, I don't see him either.
I can see a corner of the name.
Got it.
So, remember, on tanks. There they go. Everybody go. Everybody fan out. And here come the first, move to the sides of the room. Knock that fucker out. Get out, B, get out, B. There you go. Nobody get underneath that orb. Move away from the fuck murder beam. Meow. Fuck murdering. Alright. DPS the boss, DPS the boss, DPS the boss. Don't be in front. Alright. Knock Myro out of that little fuck murder beam. Thank you.
Remember, do not pick up the green orbs unless you have stacks.
Will it tell you if you have stacks?
Yeah.
It's in the debuff thing.
Sorry.
Yep, and you also get stacks when you get hit by shit.
I'm in the bubble.
So knock people out of the little thing. Thank you. Basically, we just keep doing this, what we're doing right now, folks. Try not to be where the red X and the thong are, if at all possible. And remember, try to keep 5 yards away from other people. There's a lot to do. But if you get that shit underneath your feet, run to the sides of the room, but don't do it by running through the middle.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Someone could death grip spell.
Okay, rapid fire is level P.
Do.
Do you get energy with rapid fire doing that?
I do.
That's freaking broken.
Hush you.
He says, I'm never going to get a chance to DPS this boss. I'm either getting targeted by this damn... or I'm being charmed.
Yep, and the trick is also be careful when you're knocking people out of the stuff that you don't knock them into another orb.
I death grip and it got bounced right back in there.
Well, guess what, folks? Welcome to stage 2. You still got to dodge the orbs.
What mark are we going to? What mark are we going to? Which mark are we going to?
Square. Fuck it.
This is charm. Thank you.
I'm stuck in one of the orbs.
Same.
It's hectic as fuck, but...
Yeah.
Well, there are the big ads. You can see that they are really fuck murdery and deadly. They can't be near each other. So yes, this fight is an absolute clusterfuck. I hope you guys can kind of appreciate that. Like seriously, there's so much that has to be done, and we have to manage all of it. So the orb mechanic, while problematic and throughout the entire fight, don't focus on like, oh man, I need to go get an orb. No, you will. Odds are you will run into orbs while you're dodging other shit. All right. So don't focus so much on having to go get those. The tanks have to focus on going to get those because it's super important for them to stay up. When you get the swirls under your feet, don't finish casting, don't finish your spell or your shot or whatever it is you're doing. Stop what you're doing and get to the sides of the room quickly. It lessens the damage you do to other folks, which means fewer stacks, and that's ideal.
Damn it, sorry.
Bye, Jed.
Bye.
My face pulls are very punishing.
I came off the other ledge too fast. I caught the little edge and then I tried to turn around and ended up going the wrong way.
It happens.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna have. Oh, I guess it does reach there.
So the worst mechanic is the pit.
Yeah. So keep this in mind. I could take like 40 minutes, or I could say, hey, everybody all tab out and go watch the video or something. That doesn't always apply. Because I know the people in this raid group and not everybody's as competent. Some people are extra competent. Some people have limitations that others don't. It's so much easier to go down there and muddle through it 2 or 3 times, because I stress this. You learn from what kills you more than just an explanation.
He's right.
So saying things like right now you're saying right there, move the boss to the side. I'm like, yeah, that does help, and that is the recommended way to do it. The problem is moving the boss to the side isn't in any way, shape, or form going to get people to run to the side of the room with those things underneath them. It's a progressive thing. With each pull or every other pull, I'll be throwing 1 or 2 things in, like, hey, let's also do this. Hey, let's also do that. Trying to explain the fine mechanics in phase 2 isn't actually going to help us get out of phase 1 very much. That's like trying to explain like the lasers coming from the ceiling if we can't actually get people into the second room alive on Mother. So when we drop down, probably the single most important thing I want people to do is run their debuffs to the sides. You can't run both debuffs to the same side because you will kill the other person with the debuff. It's like those bombs on Argus. All right, everybody remembers Argus. Everybody remembers the bombs. You can't run them all to the same side. You detonate on each other. You kill each other. So get both those debuffs to either side of the room and stay 5 yards apart. Ideally, we never want more than one person getting affected by an orb. And if you are moving somebody out of an orb via DPS, don't just blindly turn to them and start pew, 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 pew. Pay attention, because you can knock them out of an orb into the orb behind it, and that just kind of defeats the purpose. So focus on your positioning, get the debuffs out. We're probably going to die shortly after getting to phase 2 again, but I want us to get to phase 2 cleaner. All right. So everybody get in position. We're going to be at this for a little bit, but once we get it, it's going to be like clockwork and nice and methodical.
We.
Will we all be more?
This fish is being pesky.
Did you just say fish?
Yeah, I'm gonna kick it in the hole.
Oh. Okay. You're not talking about an actual fish.
Maybe he is.
Okay. That's
Fishy hole.
There it goes!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, ow.
Someone death grip kiss?
Get beta out if you can.
Make your way around the room.
Oh, the ad's going on to that side.
I'm still stuck on the edge of the board.
I tried to grip you. I was on cooldown. By the time I was up, I die.
Yep. Just remember, this is going to be rough, but it's going to take some practice. The ads have to be separated, but only about like 40 yards or something. I'm going to reevaluate where we're putting our marks because we threw them kind of on the fly.
No, your marks are fine. We just needed a tank over here to taunt it.
Where's the group stacking up so I can pull and add to it, or?
I think they spawn on where the marks that Yak put.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure where the group is going to be grouping at.
I'm probably going to try to, the reason why I was having us put the, like do the stack point up closer toward the front of the area, yes, we want to group up basically on where one of the tanks is, because that's where one of the ads is going to be. And it's important that we group so that we don't have the little tiny mind flayer ads just casting beams all over the room.
Hold right at square. Chandler, don't move.
I will try to let you guys know, hey, we're about to go into phase 2, so you guys can start moving accordingly. But I just don't want us in phase 2 to try to stack up right next to one of those orbs and getting half the raid charmed inadvertently. That was better. That was significantly better because of the way people were not getting charmed more than 2 or 3 at a time. I think we had one multi-charm effect, and that I think I just barraged you guys all out of that real quick.
Yeah, that was great actually. Because there's 3 people in that.
Yep. Bubble. And so again, it's not ideal, but it does work. But again, do your range 5. It's very helpful.
It pops automatically. You can't do / range 5 anymore.
Really? Motherfuck, man. Okay, they keep changing shit.
No, you can't. I got mine up. I got mine up.
Let me do it.
Ideally, Nine, I wouldn't dot them. I would just cast Mind Flay on them, because then it's just like tick, 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 and it bounces them off.
I missed the radar picture.
Yeah, the radar was so much more useful.
It looked like we're doing Care Bear stairs up here.
What happened to the radar?
It's not a feature anymore.
In the back end of Blizzard stuff, so that people can't use it anymore.
Why am I getting a purple death beam on me?
For shits and giggles.
That's cool.
There are some on the other side, Ode.
Hopefully it's like filling me with good luck right now so I don't die or extra life or...
Well, we should probably ask it this way. Which tank is going to have the fuck murder ad? Like the ad we are just going to gang up on first.
Is there only one or are there 2?
There are 2 ads. They have to be kept separate. Well, yeah, but one of them is going to die first. Like
I can hold mine with 1 healer while Chandler's goes first.
Okay.
I'll hang out.
You're gonna need a DPS over there to help interrupt it.
Yep. Yeah. I was just gonna say, they shouldn't be allowed to cast. So the ad that Chandler has, okay, and you'll notice because Chandler has the square on his head. So in phase 2, all melee, go wail on the guy with the square on his head. Range, you guys can, help kill the one that Jad has right there. Ranged interrupts work fine. They cast, that's great, but I want to focus on getting everybody alive into phase 2 more consistently. What's up, Kim?
Thanks, you went in, okay.
When we start phase 2, do we attack the one by itself or the one next to the boss?
The one that's got a tank on it, because it will aggro on you and kill you.
Yep. The one that's on the big ad that's closest to the square.
Okay.
Like the square tune, okay?
Yep.
I will be picking up the one that spawns close to X.
So is X ad is that the priority? Like, should we...
X is the stack point. Okay. Whichever mob is on Chandler with the square mark is the one you kill.
Okay.
Yeah, since Kim's okay, we'll do a quick, 2-3 minute break, not a huge long one.
Have a good night, Helen.
How dare you try and tell me what to do with my night? You may or may not have scrolled up in guild chat when you first logged in yet, but I had stated to, I think it was B, how dare you assume my position in general in relationship to the sun, when she said afternoon.
No, I said evening, smartass.
Yes, and it's better to be a smartass than a dumb one.
It was clever, though. I give you that.
I was going to say, if you want a beefy, congrats.
I'm back.
I'm back, I'm sorry. My dog knocked over the cat's, or was playing in the cat's litter box.
Fun.
That was so much fun. You don't even know.
Cat turds, the best treat for a dog. At least as far as they're concerned.
Yeah, you better train that dog not to eat poop.
Man, I can only do so much.
Alright, so I don't expect perfection, flawlessness. I don't even expect a whole lot of good in Phase 2 yet, because I'm not focused on that. Mostly what I'm focused on is us getting to Phase 2 with fewer people standing in front of the giant fuck murder beam, or standing in the middle of the raid with the debuff underneath them. You know, those types of things. So, mind the mechanics in Phase 1. We'll refine Phase 2 as we go. Okay?
You're just waiting on Miss Oda.
She said she was back.
I'm here, sorry, I just got a room full of children.
Hi, children.
3-year-old is repeatedly saying, "My popcorn, my popcorn."
Oh,
we're on tanks.
Well, I don't have levitate.
Flap. Why are they running toward tanks?
Here.
Have to get your debuff to the back or the sides of the room quick.
There's a timer. I was just exploding it. Blink.
Karn's mind control.
Where's Cindy?
Cindy's in there. Thanks.
Alright, phase 2 is coming. Everybody get ready to head to the mark. Head toward the square tank. Fuck up the ad at square tank.
One gift, yes, one deal with it.
Get over there quick. Get over there quick. Get over there quick. He still does fuck murder beams. Gotta move out of that shit. Move out of the fuck murder beam. Well, on the bright side, that was better. It's definitely better. We almost got one of the big ads down. Again, it's important that the ads are separate. They only need to be about 40 yards apart, so like 45 yards or something like that. So ideally, like Jad, just as an FYI, you might want to not be quite on the opposite side of the boss. It makes it really hard to target over there to interrupt that ad, because the boss keeps, just because the boss keeps interrupting the targeting. Definitely watch out for the boss. Like try to angle your camera, try to angle your facing, so that you can see when the boss is doing his giant charge up fuck murder, because that beam is beyond vicious. It does damage every like third of a second. It does a shitload of those debuff stacks. But not too shabby. I mean, seriously, that may have looked messy, but comparatively, that was vast improvement. Again, like for example, Spell, I know you were waiting to blink at the last second. One of the things that I do know how the people do react is if they see you not moving right away, they start moving in reaction to you not moving, and that causes like the ripple effect. A number of people move into other people's 5-yard ranges. They get multi-charmed. Some people move to the back of the room because they're trying to put distance away from you, and then when you blink to the back of the room, you're standing on top of them now.
Hey, Jane Drew, can you click on the portal, please? Thank you.
Give me a second, I am reading here. If you have 22 stacks, that means you have 22% life as a max. You should probably never avoid running over orbs, basically. All right. If you get hit by effects, you get stacks. Then you should probably navigate towards some orbs. But you're ideally going to be running into enough of them throughout the course of the battle that it should not be as bad. It's going to take a little bit of practice, a little bit of refinement. As before, and as on many bosses, DPS is not our issue. We are going to get the boss long before his berserk timer, even at our current DPS, even with less than our current DPS. The large issue for us is we don't want to get to that last 30% of the boss with only 3 DPS alive. We want everybody alive. We had about 15 seconds left on phase 2, by the way. So, all things considered, not too shabby. We definitely need to focus down that ad at square. Like, that's definitely below cooldowns time. Okay? So, everybody get ready. We're going to be at this for a little bit. Remember how long it took us to refine Mother on normal? Like, think of the first week on Zool. That sucked. Now we're like 1 or 2 shotting him. So it's just practice, practice, practice.
Or how about Gorbelly?
Fuck Gorbelly.
Oh, I like. I touch with my sick hands.
You a bit.
Hey, yeah, I got a quick question. Is this boss just like Vectus, where he just switches between phases?
Nope. He does phase 1 until we get him down to 66%. Then he transitions. Phase 2 has a timer.
Okay.
Watch out for the fuck murder meme. Like, seriously, never get hit by that if you can help it.
There's a bunch of us. There we go.
Edges the room, guys. Good job up.
Get ready for phase 2, everybody. Because it's about to happen. Everybody get to the square tank. Square tank, square tank, square tank.
Yeah, there was one more going out.
Yeah, when that transition happens, make sure your camera is angled so you can see which way the boss faces for that beam.
Cindy's in. She can't move.
Oh yeah, we don't have as many people up, so it's a little rougher. Alright. I hope you guys can see a little bit more of what's going on, because now if you look around the room, you can see the visions of madness. There's little tiny ads, they look like us, but they're angry, and they're crisscrossing the room with all them beams, right? Like meow 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 meow. This is why ideally we want to kind of stay stacked, because it helps us to minimize how spread out those little beam shooting dudes are. And it'll help us cleave them down. AoE them down. Now, one thing right there, because this happened, and everybody kind of saw it. Not everybody, but almost everybody saw this happen, so I can actually point this out. Remember when I said everybody get over to the tank, and then there was the one more mind control orb that appeared, and like 8 or 10 people got mind controlled, right? And then I kind of turned around and barraged the fuck out of everybody out of it. Yeah, that last, when we transition to phase 2, we all need to start heading over toward where the tank is going to be taking that ad. Be mindful that there is going to be one more mind control, and if we are all stacked, we are all going to have mind controlled. But if some of us are stacked and some of us get mind controlled, be prepared to burst them out of that quickly. It's a loose stack, yeah, it's like a flash mob, okay? But it is important that there's only that one final orb, that one final charm orb when he goes into phase 2. After that, we all want to stack right the fuck up tight, okay? Now that being said, I'm gonna make one last little change because we did much better, so much fucking better. We got that first ad down. Nice. All right. That means I can do this now. So on this next pull, okay, Myro, I would like you and I would like Mr. Orosi to go over to the ad on Jad. Okay. That's it. That's it. Don't let that fucking ad get a cast off. That's it.
So you know, Rosie will be interrupting Void Volley.
Yep. With the two of you and Jad, because Jad has, what is it, shield throw and rebuke, and both of you have a solid 10-second, or was it, is 10-second cooldown still on melee, is it?
15.
15 now for kick, and okay. I will adjust another one person over there if I need to. Okay. One thing that I would suggest, I know that this is asking a bunch, I know it's a lot of awareness issues, but for Jandri and Krauser, ideally, I would say use your death grips on ranged folks. Like if because they do like targeting Cindy a lot, but if you death grip Cindy out of the orb, then she's usually out of melee range. Just kind of disorients the shit out of her. And I don't normally get to ask this, but can I get is there a repair bot or something down?
I will put one down.
I appreciate that. Son of a bitch, I totally wasn't thinking. I could have mounted up top and just repaired my shit.
There is a repair bot by Fong if you need to repair.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can just buy new gear.
I could, but I just didn't want to be that hunter because my bow has like 3 durability, and
I made him a ninja, so it's okay.
I would be wailing on the boss with my melee weapon. So, for the other hunters, yeah, barrage and rapid fire are both amazing for knocking people out of that shit. Just so you know. So, unless anybody else has something to contribute, thanks. So range 5, everybody. Try to stay a little bit spread.
Like the healers have the front, like the middle.
Dodge the fuck murder blast.
Stuck in an orb in the back. Thank you.
Yep, guys can't both go to the same side though, so spread out a little bit. Remember not to run through the thing in the back. That was a good yoink on Beefy there, by the way. Dodge the fuck murdering. Get ready for phase 2. Remember, right after the transition, loosely congregate toward the tank.
I'm gonna drop some orbs over here by Jed.
Fucking an orb.
Thank you.
Ophio, you probably want to be over by X.
Yep. If we have those little ads casting beams way fucking out there, that means we had people not stacked properly. Jed, you can bring that other ad over. Watch out for the fuck murder beam. Here it comes. Move, 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 move. Watch out for the fuck murder beam. Finish off that big ad. Please, please, please. We're back in phase 1. So, everybody else, scatter, kill off those fucking ads. Much better showing. I hope you guys can all appreciate that. Much better showing. Part that I want to stress right here is, if you look around the room, you see where these ads are that are, you know, firing these little beams at everybody, and you see how scattered they are. These little ads only have like 500,000 life. So if they're scattered, we got to do 500,000 to each one individually. If they're roughly clumped up, they are so much easier just to AoE burst, cleave, so on. That's why we want to do our casual saunter toward the tank at the start of phase 2. That was a significant improvement. Seriously, significant improvement. And that's pretty much the encounter. We're just going to go back and forth from one phase to another.
I like
getting stuck in an orb. Thank you.
I'm guessing once the ads die, they don't come back until we push to the second phase again.
Yes. There'll be 3 phase 1s and 2 phase 2s in this site.
But I hope you guys can see that the less time we have to spend killing ads that are left over from phase 2, the better phase 2 goes.
Yeah, definitely progress.
Yeah. Like seriously, that's 10% damage into the second phase 1. So we're a third of the way to our second phase 2. Definite improvement. So everybody can run into a charm thing real quick, go get charmed, and end the encounter real quick, and then we'll come back in and get it done again.
But definite progress, guys.
I'll have to go.
What was that?
I'm gonna have to go. I'm barely keeping myself propped up here.
No problem.
Look.
I mean, it's going to be progress. And again, remember how when we started doing Zool, it was a total clusterfuck, right? Like ads everywhere, it was just terrible, so on. You guys can see the progress just from like 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, whatever, when we were just dropping down and, oh, look, we're all fucked. Now, we're knocking people out of the charm a lot easier, more consistently, more reliably. People are actually moving to either side more appropriately.
I just wanted to say sleep well to both Heather and Maddie because they have to go.
Yep. Peace out, peoples. Sleep well. Thanks for showing up. And this is going to be progress, progress, progress. I do apologize, Rosie, for how long it took me to burst you out at the start of phase 2. I had to find a way to get you in range.
I would also like to compliment whichever Death Knight it was that cut me out, because that was awesome.
You're welcome. It's the guy that gave you that novel.
Yeah, that was very well done, by the way.
The DKs love their beefy.
If you're range and you're behind me, call it out. I got the camera zoomed up, but I can't see you. Unless I turn around and stop everything I'm doing to double check.
Oh, and hey, Maves. Yeah, do whatever you want. I'm not even gonna bother explaining. Just do stuff. Make it happen.
Do you, like you do.
All right. So I think everybody should be here. That is supposed to be here. Everybody is gone. Has already left. On tanks, we're gonna be practicing for a bit. If we down him, great. I would be really super pleased. If we don't down him, I don't fucking care. I mean, we already downed like 5 or 6 bosses on normal, so I'm happy. Practice, 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 folks.
I'm stuck in that thing.
Tank's in it. Get the tank out.
Alright, so it shouldn't need to be said, but if somebody is in an orb nearby, and they've been in that orb for like 20, 30 seconds or something, people should zoom their camera out and burst people out more consistently, maybe? That might help. Get ready for phase 2. Remember that last orb. Don't let it catch everybody at once. There it is, and everybody should be stacking up on the tank. Watch out for the fuck murder beam. Like, legit, don't let that thing kill you. You guys can all start heading over to this guy, too. We just gotta kill the other ad. And watch out for the fuck murder beam. Like, finish this dude off quick. Because here comes another fuck murder beam. Alright, little ads. Fuck them up, fuck them up, fuck them up, fuck them up, fuck them up. Run around and grab a couple of orbs if you're low, and back to stage 1.
Finish off all those little ads.
Alright, stop hitting the guy from the same opposite side.
You're ping pong us around.
Get yak up.
Remember to get that exploding shit under your feet, edge of the room. And they can't be near each other. If you are, you gotta be aware of your surroundings, dodge the fuck murder beam, don't be yak. Just remember to keep knocking people out. Try not to knock them towards other orbs. Alright? It's just a waste of DPS. Dodge the fuck murder beam. Remember to get the explodey shit under your feet, edges of the room. Use a defensive, use a cookie, use a potion. You guys are getting real close to the second phase 2. Knock them peoples out, man. You got a whole bunch of people in the middles. There we go. Watch out for the fuck murder beam. Knock the beefy out. Dodge this last fuck murder beam. Alright, super heals, big numbers. We got one more mind control orb coming. Try not to have it hit too many folks. Knock them out of that, please. As soon as everybody's out, lust it. Lust it, lust it, lust it, lust it. Everything you guys got. Fuck up that big ad with the skull on his head, please. Like, seriously, punch him in the kidneys. Insert another kidney, punch him in it. Remember to dodge the fuck murder beam. Next fuck murder beam is coming up in about 5 seconds. Start walking that second ad over, please. Watch out for the fuck murder beam, everybody. Watch which way the boss is faced. Do not be there. Looks pretty safe, looks pretty safe. Fuck up that big ad, though. Like, seriously, fuck him up. Watch out for the fuck murder beam. Finish off that big ad. Do not get mind controlled. But start. Please knock her out. Please knock her out. Please knock her out. Finish off the little ads, everybody. Finish off the little ads. Finish off the little ads. Big focus. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Knock him out of mind control. Maze, big heals on yourself, bro. Finish off them little ads. Be mindful of the mechanics, folks. Don't stack up. Don't stack up. Here's the fuck murder beam.
And I'm dead.
We got like an ad in the back of the room with like 10k. I mean, like a little bit here, a little bit there. But
damn, that was close.
This is going to be a slow grinding wipe. So you guys can go stand in a mind control orb real quick. But that's it. That's this fight. He's at 30%. That was the last phase. We just had to kill off ads and just use the room, and that's a kill. That's how that works, folks. I'm very impressed. Yeah, don't be yak. I got hit by the big beam twice. I have very little excuse, except I was trying to barrage and I was focused. So don't be me though.
Money pull.
But yeah, at one point, I think we were ping-ponging Fire and like Browser and somebody else in there. If you are shooting them and you don't see them moving effectively, change your position and shoot them from a different angle. So instead of ping-ponging them back and forth, if both people shooting the people in the orb had moved a little bit, it would have knocked them out a lot faster. So, focus, focus, focus.
I dropped the cookies up top. Don't pull them.
I'm so scared of this edge after falling in that last time.
I'm not sure who said that. It might have been he said, it might have been she said, but I think we all can agree.
Well, it was painful.
I'm just gonna say PTSD.
Giggity.
But that was it, folks. That was the last phase. It comes down to orb collection, making sure you aren't getting one shot by mechanics, and it's super important in that last phase. All the ads have to be dead quick because, like when I was saying, hey, Maves, heal yourself quick. He had like 4 of those dudes beaming on him, and he had the shit under his feet. He had to run out. Those little dudes like to pick on the heels, which is no fun. But I'm very impressed, very pleased. Keep it up a little bit more, and we got this shit. All right, focus up, folks. Fuck this clown up.
Here we go.
Don't get hit by the fuck murder beam, Yak. Good job.
Don't stand by B when that beam's coming out. Loosely congregate over to the tank, please. Watch out for the fuck murder beam. Like, it's fuck murdery. Watch out for the fuck murder beam. It's coming up in 3 seconds. Go kill the other ad, please. Fuck murder beams right on the group. Move, 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 move. Don't get hit by the beam. Finish off that big ad quick, and that's on to the little guys. Fuck up the little guys, don't get hit by the beam, like me. Alright, we're back in stage 1. Fuck up these ads. Remember, you gotta run your shit to the sides, gotta knock people out. Just dodge those big blasts, man. If we can get somebody to grip 9A out, she's up against the wall. Can't knock her back any further.
Thank you. Got people in the orb in the back. Kind of need to get knocked out quicker than not. Get ready for next phase 2. Don't get hit by this beam. Okay. Remember, we got one more mind control orb coming. Okay? Be mindful.
Oh, if he's stuck in it, needs to be gripped out.
I'm on cooldown for 3 seconds.
I'm out.
Just keep these guys a little bit further apart, a little bit further apart. Big ads need to be a little bit further apart. A little bit further apart. They're going to one-shot tanks. Thank you.
Do we want bust?
Yeah. Less. Murder, man. Big ads go die. Watch out. Fuck murder beam. Fuck murder beam. Fuck murder beam.
There's a big ad.
Alright. Fuck up all these little ads, man. 5 yards apart. Get those big explodey things edges of the room, please.
Get spell up.
Get those things to the edge of the room. Don't stack them. Move away from them if you aren't near them. Beware the fuck murder beam.
Stuck in a sphere for like 15 seconds now, so anytime, guys. Thank you.
Big numbers on everybody, please. Use defenses if you have to.
Shit, gets us stuck in the middle of the thing. Get a Rusty up.
Would.
Kiss, do you want another person up other than Rusty? He said he's having issues.
Get Karn. And BRB.
Can't reach BRB.
Please don't be in that back by the walls. Ever, unless you're running shit out.
Dodge the blast, dodge the blast, dodge the blast. And don't stack up. We can't afford to have too many people mind controlled. Good luck on loot.
Woo! Yeah.
Wow. Just wow.
Nice
Yeah,
job.
we did
That's
it.
a worthy picture.
Yeah.
Mythrax incoming.
Wow, nice.
The warlock's got the trinkets and the tentacles.
Yeah. A Titan forged one, no less. That's some sexy shit.
Oh, damn.
Congrats on the Azurite gear drops.
Congrats on all the loot.
Yeah,
Would
congrats,
anybody
everybody.
like a 355 meal gloves? Crit haste with a socket.
Yeah, I take them.
Is that beefy?
Yeah, it is.
Guess what you get?
Does anybody else so we can roll?
We killed Mythrax. We killed
I'm pretty sure it's just the hunters and Miss B, and nobody else spoke up. So you get new fisting mittens.
B's
Thank
got
you.
the 370 ones.
All right.
Alright, so everybody get in front of the boss
Yep.
and face square.
Yep. Everybody get in there, face square.
Guild picture.
Can somebody life grip Kim over here, please? I'm sorry, leave a faith Kim. Thank you. All right.
Thank you,
I think
Nana.
that's everybody.
Woo.
She showed enough from Bud Talks.
I got a screenshot of him, but
All right. So, so we're gonna call that done for the night. We're gonna end this on a super high note. I'm gonna talk for a second though. Just real quick here. Thank you, folks, for pushing it through. Please gently. You guys can all go down the hallway there toward the hunt. It's fun.
Is there trash, or can we do like just one funsy full?
There's no trash.
I'm gonna say it's fun with an asterisk. How about that? But what I want to focus on real quick here is, I know that my methodology doesn't always seem to flow for some folks and things like that, and that's fine. It's fine. But you guys remember when I said, hey, if we can get phase 1 down with everybody alive and everything fucking good, then we move on to phase 2. And you'll notice once we got phase 1 down and we were getting into phase 2 consistently, with everybody alive, nobody dead, shit, then phase 2 became a let's adjust our positioning once or twice. Let's put Myro and Orochi and me on the second ad to interrupt, and then shit flows. Congrats on the kill. That was a come on, we did what, 1 drop down pull last week, just to oh no, we all died. But so we basically went on a progression boss tonight, from essentially first pull to kill. So what this means is next week, when we start up, we're going to just plow through, we're going to down Mythrax, and we'll probably be doing pulls on Gahun next week. And that went so much smoother than the first time on Zul. And there's more mechanics on this boss than there are on Zul. So I'm very pleased, very impressed. Special couple shout outs, couple honorable mentions. Our Death Knights were on point. Thank you for yoinking people out against the wall. I mean, that mad props. For Tez, same thing, bro. Like when you were stuck in the back there for like ever, you were out of my field vision. I was on the other side of the room. I think I still ran over and shot you out. I got knocked into the back. I was in a orb for like 30, 45 seconds. The back of the room is a rough place to be. Mad fucking props. I am very stoked and very pleased. So congrats to the folks who got loot. To the folks who didn't get loot, bad luck protection, you'll get it next time. Yay, AP. And please remember that when you do see Helen, or you see like Matt or Heather or the folks who did have to leave early, gently rib them. Like, let them know, yeah, we got it down, but don't do the whole ha 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 thing, because that's just not cool, man. But just let them know that, hey, we'll carry them to victory next time. Okay?
Killed his wife on Gahan.
How are we supposed to get out if I can't?
Don't.
Go back to the little transponder when you get past that death hallway.
Once you're down there, you can't get out unless you kill him.
No, there's a transporter.
Well, they put the dot on you, so I couldn't even use my earth on.
No, I think he was talking about the Gahoon area.
Yeah, once you're down in Gahan, you're dead. Unless you kill the boss. If you're still where Mythrax was, there is a teleporter where the Warlock Gate is. And you can just port back to the entrance.
Who is a jewel crafter?
We have a great number of them.
What do you need?
I could use a Kraken's Eye of Intellect and a crit gem, and I can send you uncut ones in return.
I actually have an extra Kraken's Eye of Intellect on me if you want to tell me what your name is so I can send it to you.
It's Malan Lim.
Formerly known as Kar. And yeah, you are still in the band. I'm just letting you know.
I sent it to you.
Oh, I know. Why do you think I went from one edgelord class to the other? I just don't have a demon hunter yet for the third.
She sent you the Kraken's Eye, I sent you the crit gem.
You guys are gonna have a lot of fun with Gun, by the way. Like the actual fight itself, you guys are gonna have a lot of fun. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I already know 2 ways I'm gonna kill everybody. Everybody can laugh, it'll be a good fun for everybody. I'm pleased. Thank you very much, you guys. That was really fucking awesome.
Warlock, so it should be fun with her.
Dude, we get warlocks, mages. This is gonna be exciting and fun.
Yeah, I think DKs have a bit of an edge for that Death's Advance. And Wrathwalk for the side of that battle.
And if we do it properly, like if we have Matt there as well, Transcendence is fucking awesome. And there's so much in this group that'll make that fun.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
it's gonna be awesome.
I stayed alive.
Hey, you know what, Cindy? This is the way I was saying it to Kiss. She's like, motherfucker, what's with all these orbs? I was like, dude, Cindy is orb bait. I'm just glad that it's on Cindy instead of on all the people at the back.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And
doing your part for the team.
My birthday's on Sunday. So
hey, I stayed alive, and I was the beam bee. Every time I turned around, there was another beam on me.
Yeah, fuck when Myro.
I noticed the Rosie
and you guys will be here every step of the way. Remember, live streams every Wednesday and Friday here on the
Like, I just know that when Myro and I go vlog shit later, I'll catch shit because I ate like 4 of those fucking beams.
And I'm so happy I get to represent
no excuse for it. Like, none.
And all this cool fun stuff.
I must have been
Thanks, guys. Cheers, and have a good night.